Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Visitation for former Sylacauga police officer Mr. Marty Batson, age 69, will be this morning at 10 a.m. at Curtis and Son North Funeral Home. Graveside service will follow at 11 in Evergreen Cemetery. Marty was retired from the Sylacauga Police Department, a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. And Catherine Murphy died last night at UAB in Birmingham. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel will announce the arrangements. Nellie Faye Bullard died April the 14th at the age of 89. Family and friends will be received at Radley Smith Funeral Home Saturday at 11 a.m. Visitation with a service to follow at 1 o'clock in the chapel of Radley Smith, with Reverend Charles Sims officiating. Burial in the United Methodist Church Cemetery in Fayetteville. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing, and Ms. Bullard was an honorary member of the Unity Presbyterian Church PCA in Wagufka. Graveside funeral service for Mr. Jerry Twyman will be today at 1 o'clock from New Maryland Baptist Church Cemetery. Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. And Willie Pearl Dykes' funeral service will be Monday at 11 a.m. at Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church here in Sylacauga. Interment will be Tuesday at 1:15 from Alabama National Cemetery in Montevallo. Visitation at the funeral home on Sunday from 1 until 7 p.m. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Nellie Catherine Batts Hardy. That service will be Sunday at 2 p.m. from Stockdale Baptist Church, with Kevin Jones and David Gaither officiating. Visitation is 1 until 2 o'clock Sunday at the church. Interment in the Stockdale Baptist Church Cemetery. Ms. Hardy died April the 14th. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Graveside service for Mr. Alexander A.D. Denson will be Saturday at 1 p.m. at Kelly Springs Memorial Garden. Reverend L.L. Jacobs officiating. Sims Funeral Service in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Celebration of life for George Edison Eddie Fisher Jr., age 70, will be held from 1 until 4 o'clock Saturday at Gatewood Park Pavilion 2 in Cartersville, Georgia. The services will be conducted by Warren Holbrook and Frankie Pratt. Interment in the Macedonia Church Cemetery. Final arrangements entrusted to Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary in Talladega. That is a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.